Hi, I'd like to welcome everybody. This is our commemorative plaque and recognition ceremony for Connecting Waters Central Valley Charter School. And my name is Tammy Hushaw. I'm one of the Deputy Executive Directors for Connecting Waters. I'm very, very proud to be here, love our school, love our staff, and love what everybody's done over the years to make this happen. So I want to take a moment to welcome some people. We have Jerry Levers here. Jerry, if you could stand up. She's also one of the Deputy Executive Directors, so she's kind of my partner in crime. We do things together, so very nice. I wanted to welcome her. We also have Sherry Nelson with us. Sherry, if you could stand. She is our Executive Director, and as you guys know, she's been here since the inception. This was her dream, and we are all here to be a part of it. So welcome, Sherry. And then we have lots of other people, so we'll see how well I do here, right, trying to introduce everybody. So we do have some of our current board members. If you could please stand. We have Nina Vieira, who's also our chairman. We also have Robert Avila. And we have Erica Melton. So thank you all for being here. Beautiful day today, but the wind is going to play havoc a little bit on us, but that's all right. So also we have some past board members here, which was really nice to see people. So we have Megan Shipley. We also, thank you, Megan. We also have Margaret Lynch. We have Ron Mayo. And did I get everybody there? Lenisha Peters. You were my first one on my list, and I almost missed you there. Thank you all for joining us. Along with that, we do have Beverly Harris. Bev, where are you? Here's Bev. So Bev was our site coordinator, and she retired a little bit after coming over here, so we're glad to have her back to be able to celebrate her today also. And then we do have some of our wonderful masterminds behind our campus. We have Danny Savage and Rick from Paradigm Construction. And we also have Dennis Smith from DL Smith Design Studio. So thank you all for being here. We also have Destiny Soares here. She's a representative from Senator Marie Alvarado Gill's office, and she'll be presenting a certificate a little bit later. Along with that, we have lots of staff here. So we do have our Business Services Department. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have Myra and Veronica from the front office. We have some wonderful math students along with their instructor, Cheryl Gomes. And I don't know if I'm forgetting. Oh, we also have some of our student records people here. So lots of people. Our front office, district office is here. So thank you all for coming. Of course, IT's here because they're going to keep us all running smoothly. So you guys should have been able to pick up a little schedule. We are going to do some reflections and then some recognitions, and then we do have an unveiling that's going to happen a little bit later. So I would like to invite Sherry Nelson up to start off with our reflections so we can hear her thoughts today. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It feels like a little reunion, isn't it? It's very nice to see everybody. So I just wanted to share, because I like to just say things over and over again. So if you've heard this already, you're going to hear it again. And that's just about how this all came to be. So actually, it really all started with our leadership team. We were meeting together several years ago and talking about how we wanted to have a place that was our own instead of leasing all the time. So after that, we decided to start looking for property in Modesto. And that is when we had only one school, Connecting Waters. So now we have 3 schools. So we started, actually, it was my partner in crime, which was Bev. We started looking at we got a realtor and started looking at different property and looking at what we could do. We even found one, mainly in North Modesto. We actually found a piece of property that we thought we could use, and we had an architect come in and kind of draw some plans for us. So we're looking at that, but not exactly what we wanted. So then, we had our second school, which was Connecting Waters East Bay. We had just started that school, petitioned and was approved to have the school. And one of the things we were looking for was a resource center. So we were looking for different things that they had, different resource centers, kind of in strip malls and things like that. And one of the things that I realized is that, or what I was told, is pretty much we were going to need another bathroom. So there was one bathroom, we needed two. So that meant we needed somebody who we could find who could build a bathroom for us. And I'm like, well, we need an architect. I don't know an architect. We don't know an architect. But you know what? We have a lot of families. We currently have over 2,000 students. So families, we probably have maybe 1,700 families. But at the time, it was a different number. But anyway, I said, well, let's put it out on the email blast, which we call our listserv. I'm sure somebody knows of an architect. So I put it out there, and then I get a call from, or an email, I think from Dennis Smith. And so Dennis wanted to know what we were, what we needed. And I told him that what we needed, and, we weren't, wasn't sure exactly what we were going to use or what facility over there in the East Bay. But we talked about that, and in talking, he had said something, I don't know what you said or whatever, but I told you we also had a need here in Modesto. And he said, well, what was that need? I said, well, we're looking for a facility for our school, a resource center, and we want to buy the facility. And so he told me that he knew of a facility, and it happened to be this facility. And so, anyway, we had a realtor, and the realtor was showing us and giving us information about a lot of sites. But you probably remember, but for whatever reason, this was not listed. This was not listed, and so our realtor wouldn't have been able to share this with us. But Dennis shared it with us. So we, found out a little bit about it, and we decided to come and look at it. So I wanted Dennis to come and look with us. And so, but I wanted a couple board members, and I wanted some students, because I'm like, well, what do students think about this? What do board members think about this? So I got Nina, and you brought your two kids. And we brought, and then Margaret, two kids. Now, was anybody there, anybody else come with us, or was it just the two of you? Two of you with the kids. So we came here, and I hate to say it, but it was a dump. But it felt like home, didn't it? It felt so serene. And we thought, wow, this is good. So Dennis looked around and he said, it has good bones. And so that's kind of where things got started. I mean, the grass that you see here wasn't here. It was very much abandoned. This used to be a church, the Church of the Nazarene. It was built in the 1970s. There wasn't that was the sanctuary. There was not a bathroom over there at all. And so they had these two, and of course this wasn't here. This wasn't here at the time. So anyway, so that's when we just kind of started and brought the information back to the board. And you have a picture of, if you open up your program, the first picture on the left-hand side, that is the board, and some of the board members are here today. So that was our board. And that was the board that approved the purchase of this facility, and that kind of started our journey. So once we had this, we had to, just because Dennis, you all know me, just because Dennis came and showed this to us didn't mean that he was going to get the job. So So, you know, we interviewed some different architects. We interviewed some different contractors. And the board, you know, looked and tried to examine, and we did some interviews. And Dennis, you rose to the top. And Paradigm rose to the top as well. So that began a partnership, and that's when the real work began. And so we were meeting, a few of the board members with Dennis, and we would meet. And the board, they said, we want something different. We don't want just a campus. We want something different. Like what? Like what? Like a culinary kitchen. And so that's where that all began, the culinary kitchen. That was a brainchild of the board members. And so from there, Bev, and then we had Robert. So I think you were on the board at that time. We had Robert, and then also Melissa Kripe. They all got together, and so we have our culinary kitchen that many of you board members maybe didn't get to see all of this. You'll get a chance to see it. So that's how we got that. But before all that, you know, we had to come up with the plans. And so Dennis with his mind, architecture mind, and Bev with her mind, and me with my mind, we got together. And we liked our other center so much that we pretty much kind of patterned it after our center, the other center. So we did that. We wanted a warehouse, and first we were going to put the warehouse here. Then we decided, no, let's put it over there. And we just brainstormed and did some different things. And so Bev was really great with making sure, because we have you guys remember what was the other building we had over off of Tully? We called it the Annex. So at the Annex, so with the Annex, we wanted to make sure we had all the space we had for SPED and for our student records. So we did that. So that's kind of how we came about with all of this and just what you see here. But it's just beautiful. I know when people come here, they say, wow, what a nice campus. So Dennis, you did a good job. And when I tell them who my architect was, oh yeah, I say, yeah, he was very meticulous, very, they know. And of course with Paradigm, they were just wonderful to work with. We would meet, I don't know, was it once a week or once every other week? Once a week. We met once a week. It was myself, Dennis, Paradigm, Robert. We met like and then for a while Bev was meeting with us, and then we just took it on, and we were meeting every week. And that was what, like a year and a half? Is that about a year and a half, at least? A year and a half. And I'm like, when is this going to end? What is wrong with me? Why did we think to do this? No. Anyway, but it's just beautiful. And Paradigm is just, they did a wonderful job. And like I said, when people come here, they say, wow, what a beautiful, beautiful facility that you have. And it is. It's wonderful. So many people that were just a part of all of this. Also, too, of course, Melinda. That was a challenge, too, with all of the invoices and all of that, keeping up with all of that. And so, Melinda and your team, you did a great job. So thank you. Thank you so much. So we have our labs. We have 2 of our science labs. And Dan Wyrick, who was our employee, I think at some time, because that was around 2018 or so, he really worked, he and Bev worked to get that science lab the way it is. And sad to say that Dan Wyrick passed away last month. We miss him dearly. Anyway, that is really how this all came to be, and I just am so grateful to the board for their vision, for their foresight of seeing this and approving this, and just want to thank you and celebrate each and every one of you. Also, we have some other pictures here, if you can't see them. One was if you go to the right. In your program, we did like a groundbreaking ceremony around here. And then you could see the picture here going back to the left. We have Danny, and then there's Dennis, and then there's Sean, and Sean couldn't make it. One of the reasons why we chose Paradigm was because we liked the fact that there were two of them. Danny and Sean, and then Rick is here, who's like the foreman. He's like always here. I mean, we can count on Rick. We can count on Rick. Can we get, yes. Always here, any questions that we have to help us. So we chose you guys because you're really nice, of course. We like that. But because there were two of you, and we figured if we couldn't get one, we could get the other one. And then there was a time you could see it was Bev, myself, and Lanisha. We must have been, in that building. And this is taking it down to the stubs, and everything looks like it was built that same day. I know they don't make things like that anymore. And then, of course, we have children that were here at different times. We had our ribbon cutting, that's over to the right, and just a couple pictures of our building. So that's kind of a reflection, and we want to just kind of recognize some of the people here. But before that, I wanted to know, I'm going to go a little different here. Is there anyone else, anybody who has something that they'd like to say? Your time to share. Should I call on you? No. I know you don't want to get up. And I could tell that Ron wants to say something. So I can certainly bring the microphone to you.
Whoa. Well, first, thank you, Sherry. Me and Sherry met via email years ago when, was that Horizons? Is that Horizons? When it was ending? Yeah. We were looking for another charter school because we tried a couple of them and didn't like them. And we kind of got in on the ground floor here and see where it went. I want to thank Dennis and Paradigm. You guys did a great job here. This is amazing. Yeah. And I want to thank all the staff and other board members. This is great. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you. Anybody else? It's like, when you're in class and you hope the teacher doesn't come by you. Okay, I can see some of, my trick was like, putting my head down. No, actually, it works better if you don't put your head down and you act like, okay, come on, ask me. Anyway, anybody have anything to say? Okay. Let's see. You're never at a loss for words. So, Lanisha.
Well, the only thing that I really had in my heart when I was on the way over here, I wasn't sure that I would be able to attend, but was just a lot of gratitude because there is a need for projects that bring together the hearts and minds of people for positive purposes. Educating our student population is a positive purpose that's a priority in our communities. And I'm so proud to have had anything to do with Connecting Waters. And that my service on the board was a privilege. I learned so much during that entire process. And I echo the sentiments of Ron. I have, Paradigm Construction doesn't know this, but I have a heart for the small business owner. And when we sat around the table, I think you told us that this would be one of the bigger projects that you were embarking. Yeah. And it's like how they gave Purdy a chance to be quarterback. My boys said, the season's over. And I said, this man has been waiting for this moment. he will do it, he will get it. And that's how I felt about Paradigm when we were sitting around the table. They're going to make a success of this. And you guys did. I resigned from the board to do other work in our community shortly after we got this off the ground. But the same with Dennis, just a personal pride in his work, and a model and unflinching in quality was what I admired and observed when we looked over your resume and things. So that's really all that I have. But yes, my privilege to be with you guys.
Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, you're never caught without any words either. You want to say? Yeah, you, Robert. No.
I don't know what to say. No. Hey, when they say good bones, Dennis has got good bones. And hey, thank you for everybody. I know it's been a lot of work, and it seemed like it took a long time, but actually it didn't. But it's all about the kids and giving back to the kids. This is why I'm here. It's about giving back to the young kids. And Sherry, thank you. I know it's your pretty much time to, for next season in life, but you've done a lot for every person here. I think you've touched everybody's life. Give her a hand. Yeah. And I think this is my second time around too. And but it's been an honor. And Dennis, thank you for what you've done too, and your whole team. You got a whole team they've done, and Paradigm's amazing. And like you said, I love that you just said right there, the heart of the small business. It's amazing. And I remember that conversation as well. But true to their word, they do great work, and it reflects that too. And thank the other board members. Done us a lot of work. I know, hey Ron, you and I worked many years ago, and the first time about 20 years ago on a board. But it seems how old are you? Yeah, no, I just turned 60, guys. But anyhow, it's a lot of work, and hey, thank you very much for everybody, and enjoy this day.
Thank you so much. And Dennis is here with his wife. I'm sorry, your name again? Jenna. So give her a hand, because I won't make her talk. Great. Thank you. Okay, so it is time now. We did some sharing. Recognition. We want to unveil the plaque. We're planning on mounting it over here in Paradigm, if you have Dennis, if you have some other ideas. But we'll come and, where's Tammy? Tammy, you want to? We can unveil the plaque. Yes. Isn't that nice? So it says Connecting Waters Charter School, Central Valley. Our campus dedication was October 7th, 2020. And we have our board members, the 17-18 board members, Ron Mayo, Lanisha Peters, Margaret Lynch, Nina Vieira, Carol Adams, Shannon LaSalle, Megan Shipley. And then, of course, on the right, myself, Executive Director, CEO, Sherry Nelson, Architect, D.L. Smith Designs, Contractor, Paradigm Construction, and contributors of time and support, Robert Avila, board member, and Bev Harris, center coordinator. Okay, and Connecting Waters Charter Schools is a nonprofit corporation, nonprofit public benefit corporation. So that's what it says, and we will hang it over there, and we have our symbol here, CWCV. And so we want, at this time, I'm going to have Destiny. Where's Destiny? We're so thankful for Marie Alvarado Gill. I don't know if many of you know, well, this is her assistant, but Senator Gill is a person who believes in charter schools. She had run a charter school, and she's a supporter of charter schools. I've met her on several occasions, and sorry that she couldn't be here, but so glad that Destiny could be here. So we have their office, the senator's office, has some certificates that they'd like to give out to us. Yes, you want to go? Yeah, go ahead. and she can hand them out. And Caitlin can hand them out. So do you want to say what it says?
Oh, yes. Right. Sorry, there's a pie. All right. Takes a team, right? Okay. So we have Beverly Harris, Connecting Waters Charter School, 21st year in operation, certificate of recognition. You can come out, yes. If you like, you could come up and then.
Yeah, come up and stand.
Extra time. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that works. Right. We have Robert Avila, Connecting Waters Charter School, 21st year in operation. We have Paradigm Construction, Connecting Waters Charter School, 21st year in operation. Next, we have D.L. Smith Designs. Sherry Nelson. Megan Shipley. Shannon Lasali.
She's not here. She's not here.
Carol Adams.
Carol couldn't make it either.
Nina Vieira. Margaret Lynch. Lanicia Peters. Last but not least, Ron Mayo.
Okay, well, everybody's on this side of things. We'll have to come on each side and take some pictures. So who's good at kind of arranging everyone?
Yeah. That's all you came for?
Absolutely. Almost sugar.
Help yourself.
I'm diabetic.
Oh, you need some.
I do actually. I'm kind of
Do
shaky.
you want me to pour you some juice? There's apple juice, lemonade.
Right? Just juice is fine.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sweeter the better. Yeah. I'm dead serious. I get low blood sugar.
Totally understand.
Oh, they'll turn. All right. All right.
Yes, Melinda, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. You guys made it easy for me, so you're great. Those are my normal glasses, so they threw me off. I'm like, wait, I can't see without them. I was like, yeah, that's what.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It looks good. Yeah, there you go.
Where are our other board members that are, I think Erica? Erica. All the board members, past and present board members.